Former Senator Bob Kerrey, a longtime colleague of Senator Ted Kennedy. Senator Kerrey, you tried to run for president. You know what it's like to have run and not gotten past that New Hampshire primary. How painful was it for him, the 1980 race? Did he ever talk about what it had felt like to lose to Jimmy Carter?
No. I mean, one of the interesting things about Senator Kennedy is how little he talked about himself. You probably remember, I do anyway, when one of Secretary Kissinger's books came out. It was like 1,000 pages, and somebody quipped that if he'd left out the pronoun I, it had been 200 pages. Well, Senator Kennedy was one of the few people I knew that could actually survive without the pronoun I. He didn't talk about himself much. Perhaps, you can say, well, he didn't really need to, but he just didn't do it. And there was a humility and another, and other values about that he had that made him likable. And it's worth noting, in my view, because he accomplished a tremendous amount, not because he was there for 46 years, but because of the way he behaved for that 46 years. You'll search in vain for a staffer who used to work for him who'll say a bad word about him. Everybody wanted to work for him.
He had always the best staff.
Yeah,
I mean, everyone wanted to work for him because they were so good. He was so strong.
Right, but because he was so nice and good to them and respectful. He treated people well, and it enabled him to accomplish a great deal. As ferocious he was and partisan as he could be when he was arguing, on a one-on-one basis with everyone that he interacted with, he was respectful and polite and considerate and was concerned about what was going on in your life much more than he was concerned, or would talk anyway, about what was going on in his.
Senator Bob Kerrey, now at the New School in New York City, thank you very much for joining us with your recollections and remembrances. And it's remarkable to think that, in fact, only 2 senators in history, in American history, have served in the Senate longer than Senator Ted Kennedy. We have 3 senators, Michael Bennet, Mark Pryor, and Kirsten Gillibrand, who were born after he was first elected to office almost 47 years ago.